Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Bonusri Das. Today I am going to teach you CBSE Class 11 poem The Laburnum Top by Ted Hughes from the book Hornbill. In this poem, the poet dexterously portrays out an universal message that each and every animate and inanimate things in the nature always play a distinctive role to pulsate the nature, to beautify the nature, to make the nature lively. In this poem, he also used the color therapy or the color message of color. He synchronizes the poem with yellow color, that he uses autumn season, he uses sunlight, September month and the sunlight, as well as he used laburnum, the tree with yellow flower, and a goldfinch bird with yellow color. So yellow color is totally canvassed in this poem. And in this poem, the poet also highlights that yellow laburnum is the symbolization of peace, serenity, life, and the life's fluctuations. So, laburnum is a poisonous tree. Most of the birds feel secure to build their nest in this tree because to keep their babies in safe condition. So, in the September month, when the nature or the ambience left in a deadly silence, the goldfinch bird along with its babies came here. By their chirruping and their frequent movement made the nature a lively one. So they broke the deadly silence by their chirruping sound. Moreover, the yellow bird and the yellow tree, the tree with yellow flower, both camouflaged each other in a very majestic way. And the bird is also compared as an engine of the family, as an engine. Why it is compared as an engine? Because the mother bird taking pain to bring the food for the survival of its babies. Moreover, it is also taking pain to make the laburnum lively by its vibration as well as the vibration created by its babies. And also the laburnum resides in silence when the goldfinch bird along with its babies flew away. Because after their departure, the ambience again resumed in deadly silence. This suggested that the living creatures always take the responsibility to make the nature lively. This is all about the poem, and now I am going through the poem line by line along with the poetic devices. Here many symbolizations had been given. So laburnum is the symbolization of hardship, power of love, life and its fluctuation. The goldfinch bird is a symbolization of energy and responsibility. It is a symbolization of activeness and liveliness. Poisonous tree, laburnum tree, is a symbolization of peace, serenity, and that is the integral part of the nature. And the yellow September, the yellow sunlight, refers to the death or the decay of the nature by felling of trees. When that means the green trees, the green leaves of the nature turn into yellow during the time of September. Now I am reading the poem. The laburnum top is silent, quite still. In the afternoon yellow September sunlight, a few leaves yellowing and its seeds fallen. The laburnum is a short tree with yellow flower. Still means motionless. Yellow September sunlight indicates autumn season. Yellowing indicates decay. And then 3 lines suggested. See, yellow September sunlight is alliteration, that is S consonants. Yellow September sunlight means simile. And this line suggested that the total ambience is yellow in color, that is a color matching. The laburnum top was in deadly silence due to the arrival of the autumn season. The leaves are turning yellow, and the sunlight also made the ambience yellow in color, and the leaves are turning yellow. The seeds are also dried up and spreaded or scattered around the field. Now, till the goldfinch comes with the twitching chirrup. Twitching means jerking, chirrup means the sound made by the bird. A suddenness, sudden means startlement, a suddenness, startlement at the branch end, then sleek, sleek means stylish or glossy as a lizard, a alert and abrupt, abrupt means sudden. So the goldfinch bird suddenly comes to this place and with its babies, along with chirruping sounds, along with their actions, they are twitching their bodies, means they are vibrating or moving to and fro. Suddenly the deadly silence interrupted and the whole nature started to pulsate again, vibrate again, and the nature becomes lively. Then the sleek as lizard and an alert and abrupt. Sleek means stylish. Sleek as lizard is a simile. And alert and abrupt. Abrupt means sudden. She enters the thickness and the machine starts up. She enters the thickness. She enters with its babies into the branches of the laburnum tree for the safety and security. And then the whole tree starts vibrating or becomes lively. The goldfinch bird is very sleek like a lizard because it is coming to and fro or just coming out and again going inside with its babies. And she enters the thickness and the machine starts. Why she is compared with the machine? Because the poet conveys that when the machine start with a jerk, that start with a sound. Similarly, when the goldfinch come here, after the arrival of the goldfinch bird, along with the babies, the whole system started like a machine. Machine starts. So here, a machine starts up is a metaphor. The machine start up is a metaphor of chittering and the tremor of the wings and trailing. Trailing means short high sound. A chittering also sound of the bird, and a tremor means jerk, movement. The whole tree trembles and thrill. The whole tree trembles and thrill is a alliteration. The whole tree trembles, when T and T is a alliteration, with thrills is a alliteration. So here the poet also used some mechanical languages. We can see that the poet is using the mechanical language, that is machine. Machine is a mechanical language to highlight the intensity or highlight the quality of the goldfinch bird, how the goldfinch bird is taking initiative to pulsate the nature, to vibrate the nature, or to make the nature lively. So to magnify the intensity, the poet has used some mechanical language, that is the machine. And then it is like an engine of our family. Here is also another word, engine. Engine also a mechanical term. So it is the engine of the family. Engine of the family is a transferred epithet. Engine of the family. She strokes its full that flirts out of the branches. Why she is compared with the engine of the family? Because as the engine takes the responsibility to drag all the compartments, similarly, the mother bird is also taking the responsibility to feed its children and to take the responsibility to take care of her children properly. So as an engine, she is also taking the responsibility not only to take care of her children, but also to take care of laburnum as well as the nature. because she was responsibly making the nature lively. She strokes his full means adding fuel, then flirts out of the branches. So she was bringing food for her young ones. So after feeding them, again she was going back. So stroke its full means arouse or feelings passion, the act of feeding the young ones. So the act of feeding the young ones is a stroke. So stroke is also a mechanical language. Then flirt out of the branch end. Flirt means flatter out. Showing her bird face identity mark. Showing her bird face identity mark is transferred epithet. Transferred epithet means the bird is compared with a living being. Then her bird face and identity mark. Why the face was compared with like a bird face? It is an identity mark because the color of the bird is yellow in color, and the shade of the branches of the tree, laburnum, as fell on the body of the bird, it looks like stripes. So the poet here comparing that it was having a striped face. Then with the eerie means strangeness. Delicate whistle chirrup whispering. Delicate whistle chirrup whispering is an alliteration. She launches away towards the infinite. Launches is also a mechanical term. Launches means flies away. So after feeding the children, after completing her duty, now she was flying away with her children from that place and making the place again by resuming the deadly silence. She launches away towards the infinite. Infinite means endless sky. And the laburnum subsides to empty. Substance means calm down. Again the laburnum became calm down, cool, and like a dead body or deadly silence, like a corpse. So here the poet conveys that the nature sounds to be lively, the nature seems to be enthusiastic or lively or pulsating only if the animate things take the responsibility to make the nature a lively one. Otherwise, it will seem like a dead. So the important question from here may be why the poet compares the goldfinch bird as the machine or the engine of her family. Second question, how the poet made a beautiful synchronization of color, and why the nature became lively during the arrival of the goldfinch bird, and why it resumed into silence or deadly silence after the departure of the goldfinch bird. Moreover, the last question may be, what are the poetic devices used in this poem? These are all for this chapter, and till the next video, you should keep healthy,